If you enjoy this video, make sure to click the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you never miss out on another absolutely fantastic review. Enjoy! Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here, bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing Chogokin GX-73 Great Mazinger Dynamic Classics. Great Mazinger comes from the 1974 anime and manga Great Mazinger. Fearing the ultimate threat of Dr. Hell, Kenzo Kabuto, the father of Koji, develops a machine stronger than Mazinger Z, Great Mazinger. Developed using the super alloy New Z, Great Mazinger is far more powerful than Mazinger Z. Kenzo trains Tetsuya to become the pilot of the new, great and powerful Great Mazinger. After the defeat of the Great General of Darkness, Tetsuya and Great Mazinger must continue to fight to protect the world from the newly revived Dr. Hell, now calling himself the Great Marshal of Hell. Be sure to check out the 1974 anime and manga Great Mazinger, it is absolutely fantastic. Chogokin GX-73 Great Mazinger Dynamic Classics is another fantastic release in the Chogokin line. Great Mazinger has a fantastic sculpt, paint apps, accessories, and a great range of articulation. Let's jump right into it and take a look at Great Mazinger himself. Great Mazinger has a great range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can look up, down, left, right. The shoulders have a great range of movement. They can move in and out and rotate a full 360 degrees. The shoulder pads are on their own hinges. The arms can lift up 90 degrees. We have a bicep swivel. We have single jointed elbows. The elbows can swivel. The fists are on ball joints so we can tilt and spin them freely. In the upper torso, we can lean forward and backward. The legs can kick forward this much, backward this much, but the sides this much initially. An additional waist piece has been included to give Great Mazinger's legs a better range of motion. To attach, simply swap it out with the standard waist panel. Now for a new open waist piece attached, Great Mazinger kick forward a little bit higher, backwards a little bit more, and come out to the sides a little bit more. We have nice, soft ratcheting, double jointed knees. The feet can tilt and swivel. We can also pull down on the ankle joint to give the feet a better range of motion. Finally, if we spin around to the back, you'll notice two open slots behind the calves. If we flip up the pieces in these slots, we see it reveals some very cool secondary wings for Great Mazinger's flight mode. Great Mazinger has a very solid and sturdy feel to him thanks to his diecast content. Here are the diecast parts from what I can tell. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, Great Mazinger is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, we have the Brain Condor with a vibrant reddish-orange paint app. We have an orange accent just above the cockpit. Below the cockpit, we have a reddish-orange accent. Great Mazinger's dome has a sharp angular sculpt that transitions to a more rounded sculpt as we reach the eyes. The eyes have an angular sculpt with a metallic gold paint app and a matte black outline. The face has a dark metallic cobalt blue paint app. The antennae have a sharp sculpt with a metallic gold paint app. The grille has a metallic silver paint app with a matte black paint app in between the vents. The chest has a nice, large, smooth, bulky sculpt with a glossy black paint app. In the center of the chest, we have Great Mazinger's signature large red angular heatsink. The biceps and abs have a metallic silver paint app. The forearms and hands have a dark metallic cobalt blue paint app. On the sides of the forearms, we have glossy black semi-sharp fins. The hands have a nice robotic sculpt with matte black panel lines. The thighs have a metallic silver paint app with semi-sharp fins. The shins and feet have a simpler sculpt with a metallic cobalt blue paint app. For accessories, first up we have Great Mazinger's 4 pairs of hands. We have a pair of open hands, holding hands, thunder brake hands, and as a first release bonus, a pair of handshaking hands. The smaller hand is for our Dynamic Classics Mazinger Z. Each of the hands have a fantastic robotic sculpt with a dark cobalt blue paint app. The hands attach via ball joints. When attaching the hands, I find it easier to remove the forearms, attach the hands, and then reattach the forearms to the body. Now for alternate hands attached, we can mix and match them to complement our dynamic poses. Next up we have our pair of Mazinger blades and our Great Boomerang. For the Mazinger blades, the blades have a nice sharp sculpt with a metallic silver paint app. The handle is nicely detailed with a metallic gold paint app. The Great Boomerang has a simple angular sculpt with a vibrant red paint app. To place the Mazinger blades into the holding hands, remove the end cap from the handle, place the blade into the holding hand, and then reattach the end cap. For the Great Boomerang, for consistency, first remove Great Mazinger's heatsink from his chest. Then grab the Great Boomerang and simply slot it into the holding hand. Now with the Mazinger blades and the Great Boomerang in hand, Great Mazinger can cut down his foes. Next up we have the deactivated face. This face has the same great sculpt that we previously saw. The main difference is the eyes have a glossy black paint app showing Great Mazinger has not been activated yet. To attach, pull the normal faceplate forward and then swap it out with the alternate. Next we have our drill pressure forearms with a metallic cobalt blue paint app for the forearms and a lighter metallic blue paint app for the blade fins. To attach, remove the normal forearms, swap them with the drill pressure forearms, and then attach the fist to the drill pressure forearms. To make our drill pressure punch more believable, a pair of forearm caps have been included that can be pegged into the forearms. Now for drill pressure forearms attached, Great Mazinger can launch his drilling atomic punch. Next up we have our knee impulse kick and backspin kick parts. The knee impulse spike has a semi-sharp sculpt with a light metallic blue paint app. The backspin blades have a thin rounded sculpt with light blue and cobalt paint apps. To set these parts up, bend Great Mazinger's knee, remove the kneecap and plug in the knee impulse spike. To attach the backspin kick blades, remove the kneecap, insert the backspin kneecap. This cap has an open slot towards the bottom. Next, pull down the ankle so it extends. This can take a bit of effort when you do this for the first time, so be careful. Now, hook the backspin blade into the slot above the ankle and at the top of the shin. Now, Great Mazinger can impale mechanical beasts with his knee or decapitate them with a swift kick. Next up we have our naval missile with metallic light blue panel and a glossy red warhead. To attach, remove the waist panel, push out the center panel from the back, insert the naval missile into the waist panel and then reattach the waist panel. Now, Great Mazinger is ready to launch a powerful missile. Next up we have the brain condors. We have a docking brain condor and a flight mode brain condor. Both brain condors have a great sculpt and paint apps. One big difference between the two is the painted cockpit on the flight mode brain condor. I really wish there was a mini Tetsuya sculpted into the docking brain condor. Next we have the Scranders and Great Booster. For the Scranders we have a retracted version and a normal version. The retracted Scander has a simple compact semi-sharp sculpt with a red paint up for the body and a dark gunmetal paint up for the thrusters. The normal Scander has a large sculpt with a vibrant red paint up for the body, a yellow paint up for the fin, and a gunmetal paint up on the thrusters. The Scander comes with two pairs of wings, a pair for stationary mode and a slim pair for flight mode. The flight mode wings and stationary wings can be easily swapped out. The Great Booster has a large sculpt with a gunmetal paint up for the body, a yellow paint up for the fin, and a dark gunmetal paint up on the thrusters. On top of the wings, we have two missiles with red and white tips that are removable. The wings can be easily switched from stationary mode to flight mode by flipping them over. Now if we want to have our Great Booster ram our enemies, a spike has been included that pegs into the front of the Great Booster. All three of our flight packs firmly plug into Great Mazinger's upper back. Now, Great Mazinger is fully powered up and can easily take to the skies. Finally, we have our stand with a cool mechanical sculpt and our gold nameplate on the front. The stand acts as an awesome place to store Great Mazinger's smaller accessories. A blue launch rail has been included that pegs directly into the stand. We can plug the Scrander or Great Booster into the launch rail. The stand comes with two necks. We have a stationary neck with movement at the top and an articulated neck. The heads on each neck can be easily swapped out with one another. Now, something to note, due to the way the neck plugs in the Great Mazinger's back, you can't really put him into flying poses. Using the clamp on the articulated neck feels pretty sketchy even if you tighten up the hinge screws. For now, you can put Great Mazinger in jumping poses by pegging the stand directly into his upper back. Now for stand fully set up, we have an awesome way to display Great Mazinger. Now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's compare our Dynamic Classics Great Mazinger with our original Solo Chogokin GX-02 Great Mazinger and then do some size comparisons. As a whole, Great Mazinger turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The sculpted paint-apps are very well done and anime accurate, we have plenty of awesome accessories, and Great Mazinger is fairly posable. I really love seeing the classics and I can't wait for more Dynamic Classics releases. My only complaint about this figure is how the stand cannot really support Great Mazinger in flying poses with his Scrander on. I really think they should have had Great Mazinger's stand plug into the back of his lower waist like they did with Getter 1. Other than that, this figure is absolutely fantastic. Now, how much does Great Mazinger cost? I imported my figure for $124, which I think is totally worth it. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. To see more Solo Chogokin reviews or another absolutely fantastic review, click the links on screen right now. Be sure to follow me on social media and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.